And welcome to Westfield High School and the Class D Western Mass Championship tonight between between the Munson and the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, the defending champions. Hello, Tim Maury alongside of Rick Bulla. And Rick, it seems like it's all hat here for the Lady Hurricanes as they are once again playing for the Class D championship.
Well, Tim, if anybody knows anything about Hoosac Valley girls basketball over the last decade, it's been total dominance, not just in Berkshire County, of course, but in Western Mass and in the state of Massachusetts. They are the defending Massachusetts D5 girls champion. No surprise that they're back here again. They did lose three real key seniors last year in Shea, Shalaba, and Garabedian, but they have an outstanding program, led by Coach Frederick and his staff. And no surprise that they're here. We all knew in Class D they were going to get the number one seed. If you take a look at Class C and Class D, I really took a look at it seriously and thought there's some little stronger teams in Class C than in D, where you have an 8 and 12 team like Munson getting a number 2 seed. So surprising for that. But they are a number 13 seed in the power rankings, Tim, based on their schedule in the Viscount in the Suburban League. That's a very, very tough league with the Hurricanes, with Wacona, with South Hadley, Hampshire, and so on and so on. So,
right.
The one thing is these two teams know each other. They're both in the Suburban. Munson finished 5th behind South Hadley, Hoosac, Wacona, and Hampshire. And their 4 league wins were against the two teams under them, Taconic and Amherst. So they say it's always tough to play a team 3 times and beat them when you're in the same conference. But good teams find a way to do it. And I think Coach Frederick's girls, if they just play their game, they'll come out successful today.
And Hoosac Valley, Rick, a little bit later this afternoon, and we'll talk about this when they come out. The MIA will be announcing the final seedings for the state tournament, and that's coming out. Presently, Hoosac Valley seeded number 2, and we're going to talk a little bit about those seedings when we get a chance. So that's an important piece of information. This game does not count in terms of seedings. The games are all in the books now. It's only the first 20 games. This is an additional add-on game. Hoosac Valley comes in here, as you said. They're on a roll. They're 17-3. They've had some big wins over the last month, and they're the favorite here tonight. But that's why you play the ball games. As you said, it's tough to beat a team 3 times, and that Monson team has a very good ball player in Madison Graves Harris. In Olivia Churzin. Yeah,
Olivia Churzin averaging, according to what we've seen on Mass Lifetime with the stats, 27 points per game. She is their far by leading player and scorer.
And Hoosac Valley, of course, we've talked about this all year long. Pretty balanced squad. They're really led by their 2 seniors, Ashlyn LaSure and Emma Meswar, both averaging double figures. Each player brings a little bit something different to the team. Rick, as we've seen, LaSure with her ball handling, outside shooting skills, and of course Meswar with that relentless energy that she brings to the floor and rebounding, playing much bigger than she is.
Yeah, and Emma can knock down the 3 at any time, but she likes to take the ball to the hole. She can draw the fouls. She's an incredibly talented free throw shooter and plays much bigger than her size.
Right. So we're looking forward to a real competitive contest here at Westfield High School. This is the finals of the Class D division, and we're going to get the introduction of the starting lineups now.
Class D, featuring the Mustangs from Munson High School and the Hurricanes of Hoosac Valley Regional High School.
And as I talked to Coach Frederick earlier about this particular game, he said, look, it's always the same story. We're going to get the best that our opponent has to give to us based upon our history and the success we've had. So we know that Munson is going to give everything they've got here this afternoon.
Yeah, they certainly are, Tim, and Coach Frederick's right. And the best thing he said, not just to you, he said it to his kids. And they listen to him, and when we interview them, they always tell us that we have to be ready because the target's on our back.
That's absolutely correct. Now, interestingly, both these teams relatively young, Rick. Munson, the Mustangs especially, they only have one senior, and that's Cherson.
Yeah, she is. I couldn't get over the lower classmen that they have, the 8th graders and the 10th graders.
If there are veterans or current military personnel in attendance with us today, we invite you now to please stand and be recognized. And we thank you for your service to our country.
And you know, for this early afternoon game, Rick, pretty good crowd rolling in here. Of course, coming up next, a real dandy of a ball game. The finals in Division C for the boys, Jury and
Yeah,
Granby.
looking forward to that one as well, Tim. It's a privilege and an honor to come down here with you and Peter and represent Northern Berkshire Community Television, Channel 1302, as we cover two of the teams that mean a lot to us, the Jury boys and the Hoosac Valley girls.
Number 1, Nyla Jagodowski. Number 14, Madigan Graves Harrison. Number 25, Mia Hoosac. Now the Mustangs starting 5. Number 3, Grace Berry.
And Grace Berry here, just a freshman.
Zaleski, also a 9th grader, Tim.
Right. And they're gonna this young Munson team's gonna have to stand up to the pressure of Hoosac Valley on the defensive end.
Absolutely. And there's the 3rd freshman and a sophomore. So he starts a senior, a sophomore, 2 and 3 9th graders. That's pretty young.
It really is. In a game of this magnitude.
Keep in mind he's going with 8 players, Tim, too. So foul trouble that could play a role in this ball game.
Right.
Hoosac, the 3-time defending Class D champion, Division 5 state champion from 2024, and a 7-time Western Mass Division 2 and Division 3 champions from between 2013 and 2020.
Well, that's quite an accomplishment. If you
It
heard
really
the
is.
announcement, the decade of dominance for that team.
Right.
Number 24, Isabella Close. Number 25, Hannah Ward. Number 33, Alana Luciano. Number 35, Isabella Tart. Now for Hoosac's starting lineup. Number 5, Genevieve Legess.
And here's a freshman, Rick, and
It didn't take her long to come on once she
Right.
got a chance.
yeah, her insertion into the lineup, I think, is a big
Oh, my goodness,
reason
yes.
for the recent success of Hoosac Valley. And, of course, Emma Meswar and Ashlyn LaShore. And then a sophomore and another freshman.
Yeah, Sophie Wilson getting a start, of
Right.
course.
Yep.
They just keep reloading.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask those of you who can to please rise, remove your caps, and face the flag at the east end of the Westfield High Gym as we honor America today with our national anthem.
Okay, Rick, the preliminaries are just about complete here, and we're about ready to tip this one off here. The first of 4 games here at Westfield today. And, of course, coming up next, a real big one, the Class C boys Western Mass finals between the Drury Blue Devils and the Granby Rams, and we're really looking forward to doing that one. We will broadcast that game as well.
Well, the venue isn't too shabby here, Tim. I had never done a game here with you and Peter. I've done them at Worcester Poly. I've done them at the Cage. I've done them at the Mass Mutual Center. I've done them in Worcester. But they picked a nice high school to have this. It's plenty big.
Yeah.
And
plenty parking, great facility.
Yeah.
And
great.
we're ready to go here. LaJust and Curzon will jump it, and LaJust controls it. And Hoosac Valley will have it first. And they're looking backside. That pass tipped away. And
Still time on the shot clock.
yep. And it's turnover. It's going to go over to the Mustangs.
Yeah, good defensive
Yes.
first part of the ball game here for Munson.
And here comes Hoosac Valley now. They're showing a little bit of that 1-2-2 zone press, and they're playing Curzon man to man, and they're going to call a block. And if there's one issue that Hoosac Valley may have to contend with here, Rick, as they go through this game and the MIA tournament, is depth. They have to stay out of foul trouble.
Well, it's a bright program. Not a lot of numbers from Munson, but with their youth.
Yeah, they've got.
And Hoosac Valley is the same way. They led by the seniors, but a lot of great young players.
Right. They have a sophomore and 2 freshmen in this starting lineup for Hoosac Valley. Ball stolen away there by Meswer. She's everywhere on this floor.
She is. She's
and
going to take it coast to coast.
All the way to the basket. It doesn't go. And here come the Mustangs. Everything but the basket there for Meswer.
Stolen
and the
away.
Ball stolen away. So both teams with some turnovers. Here comes Shea into the front court. Oh, nice drop down pass there. Good block, though, on the defense by Curzon. And here she comes.
We've seen that play before.
Just doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul on the rebounding action. And that's a pretty familiar sight there. Emma Meswer on the floor. She is a real battler. She plays so much bigger than she is. Has to play usually in the power forward position. Players who
and just
are
watching
bigger.
her grow through that program, Tim, from her 9th grade season on, just got better every season.
No score here in this first quarter. 6:30 to go in the first quarter, and LaShore here on top. Going to take it down the lane, fires it up, and scores it.
They gave her the lane, Tim. She was going to take it.
Yeah, good crossover dribble. And here again, that little bit of that pressure, and that's what this young Munson team has to contend with.
There's no travel.
They're going to call it travel.
It would have been a good shot if she hadn't shuffled those feet.
Right.
And that's what Munson's going to have to do, Tim. They're going to have to put shots up one way or another.
Right. They've got to get a look on every possession, or as many possessions as possible. I agree with you, Rick, on that. All right, LaShore going to set the offense here for Hoosac Valley, who's got the quick 2-0 lead here. That's where step back 3. And it's good. And as you alluded to, Rick, that's been such a big part of her game that she's developed.
It is. Every team we cover is a little bit different, Tim, but I got to tell you that Hoosac Valley through the years, and into this year, have kids that can throw that 3.
Right.
And have the green light when they're open.
So Hoosac Valley now 5-0 lead, 5:40 to go here in this first quarter. The 3-time defending champions here in Western Massachusetts and the defending Division V state champion, the Hoosac Valley Hurricane. They're looking for LeJess on the block. She goes up with it. Ball goes out of bounds. A lot of contact. They're letting them go early on here.
Of the three officials, the one that's most notable, of course, is the longtime referee in Berkshire County, Mike Rivers.
Yes, yeah.
Walked in with him today.
He's a great official. Usually does a lot of these games. And that is, knocked
That
down.
pressure's creating havoc.
It really is. Ball stolen back.
And we got timeout
Yeah,
called.
timeout there
That's a good
by
timeout by
Munson. Yeah, that early pressure giving him a little bit of trouble.
Well,
Rick.
when you've got a team with 8 girls on it, and I don't know about their junior varsity program, Tim, but I can tell you, if you played Hoosac Valley twice and you know what their MO is and you know what's going to come here like is happening now, you have to practice for that. And they had a day maybe or two at the very most to practice. Well, how do you practice that? Do you get the boys team to come over, the boys JVs,
Right.
and try to model the Hoosac Valley press? You don't know what you're dealing with until you're in the middle of it. The next thing you know, you're double and triple team, you're turning the ball over. So you know in your head, your coach knows how to prepare you, but accomplishment is not that easy.
That's for sure.
They just are relentless. They will put that full court pressure on, and Munson's going to have difficulty getting the ball over the timeline. You go back a few years, you didn't have to worry about the 10 seconds. If you didn't get it over, you didn't get it over.
That's
But then
right.
but then again, you still had the shot clock, and you didn't have a lot of time to put a shot up.
Now, Munson on inbound here now. You have to get on the scoreboard. There's Chersin, very talented player. Only senior on this Munson squad. And looking to penetrate. Throws it up. Nothing there.
She decided to go one-on-one. She tried right hand and then left hand down the lane, but lost it out of bounds.
And you can see, Rick, it's the first time I've seen her this year. She is quite skilled and with good size. You can see how she can.
Absolutely.
Here's LaShore trying to find room. Wilson with the step back. Back rims it. Good look, though, for her. And here comes Munson. They have some numbers here. Chersin. And
She
here it
looks.
goes.
Well, we know that they're. She is their scorer and she's their shooter, so she's going to put up shots galore.
And they're going to call a travel there as
Some steps on Wilson.
Wilson tried to set her feet.
13 Madigan Graves Harrison, 25 Mia Hoosac.
4:07 to go here, the first quarter of this division Class D Western Mass title game, and Hoosac Valley leads at 5-0 over the Munson Mustangs. And there's a good look there for Munson. Doesn't
Partially
go.
blocked, I think.
And
Possibly
here
by
comes
Shea.
Meswar, bringing it up that right side.
No, nice bounce pass.
Yeah. Shea's going to back it out here to Meswar. Meswar going to run it now from the top. There's Shea. And for three.
There you go. Reagan Shea with her first points of the ball game. 8-0 Hoosac here. 3:29 to go, first quarter. Pitching a shot and a turnover.
Yeah. And Munson here has got to get themselves composed. They want to try to get on the scoreboard here and get their offense rolling. They're down 8-0 here with 3:20 to go in this first quarter. And LaShore.
Hoosac had no trouble with them in Cheshire, beating them 57-30.
Oh, that's a nice play there. Great offensive set there. Meswar to adjust.
Genevieve's first hoop. Pitching a shot here at 10-0.
Right, and there's a steal and a good look at the.
LaSure goes up and scores.
Yep. And like I said, that pressure, Rick, Munson's going to have to deal with it. Figure out a way. That's 4 points now here for Munson, for LaShore. And the turnover brings it back to Hoosac Valley. So Hoosac Valley, under 3 minutes to go here. They've got the 12-0 lead. They're pitching a shutout. And Wilson.
Hoosac being very patient here.
Wilson looks for LaJess.
Got a good look.
There's that weak side there for Meswar. She cleaned it up.
If you looked at Emma just before the shot, she had the position, so no blue jersey was going to get in front of her. She knows exactly where to be on both sides of that hoop underneath for an offensive board.
And Meswar. You know, we've had an opportunity to watch her over the years, Rick. She's really, really developed her skills well.
Absolutely. Got them both. Great free throw shooter.
Okay, 14-0 Hoosac Valley. Ball tipped away. LaShore to Wilson. Shot blocked by Churz. A nice defense there by the senior for Munson. And they're going to call travel.
She had the idea of going coast to coast. She did the right thing, but again, just too many steps. One senior on the team, and that's her, Tim. And as you mentioned before, that's
right.
You know, that's she's got to have a lot of leadership and patience playing with 9th and 10th graders.
Right.
So.
There's that up and under.
Oh, my! How she pull that one
shot
off?
there by Emma Meswar.
That was a scoop and a half.
And she's got 7 points, and there's a foul. There's a foul there in the backcourt against LaShore. Yeah, and Hoosac Valley here throwing a shutout at Munson in his first quarter.
I'm sure the Hurricanes, after this ball game, Tim, and I mean after, because their focus is on this one, is very much looking forward to see whether they get a 1 or 2 in the States.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, Rick, when you get a chance.
Yeah, we'll be able to very shortly.
Because they have an interesting situation here that I want to talk about if it holds. We'll talk about that later. And here comes LaJess, clears the rebound to her running mate, Wilson. And Munson can't get it to go.
So Leaker there.
Ahead.
There's LaShore. Takes it. Stays with it. It's going to stay with Hoosac.
Yeah, it's going to stay with Hoosac. Minute 6 to go here. It's been all Hoosac Valley to start this game here. And Meswar inbound for Hoosac Valley underneath their own basket. And a timeout by White. And Hoosac Valley with the timeout and the lead 16-0 here at Westfield High School. Take a moment. We want to thank Northern Berkshire Television for the broadcast of today's Western Mass Championship games. Hoosac Valley here and Munson. And we're going to follow that one up with the Class C Boys Championship, Granby and the Drury Blue Devils. So we got a great afternoon of basketball action here, Rick, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the second game as well as this one. And then again, we're looking ahead ourselves, Tim, to the MIA tournament. And, we're going to have the Hoosac and Drury boys both qualified, and the McCann Tech boys that won their last 4 games to go to 10-10. So we, at High School Basketball Weekly the other night, we congratulated Coach Bullitt on they were 1-9 in the league, Tim, but found a way to get to 500 at the end of the season. So it's quite an accomplishment for them.
Absolutely.
So you've got the McCann, Drury, and Hoosac boys, and then of course you have the Drury and Hoosac girls.
And here's the inbound. Oh, nice set and play there.
Beautiful. Nice pass to LaJess.
Nice set out of that inbounds. Shot goes up and doesn't go. And it's going to stay with Munson. 49 seconds to go here. Turzin with the step back. Comes a little short, but Munson clears the rebound. Step back.
Baseline.
Doesn't go. And Shea clears the rebound for the Hurricanes, and they're running. Oh, what a pass there by Shea.
Just missing it, though, was
Everything but
Genevieve
the
never misses those. She's a lefty, and she always likes that feed on the left side. That's how they beat South Hadley in Cheshire, with plays like that, being fed by Meswar and LaShore.
Yeah, that's a second foul on Ashland LaShore there now. Third team foul. And Churzin going to try to. Ball on the ground. Meswar, great effort. There's a shot. Doesn't go. Boy, Munson's cold. They've had some opportunities, just haven't been able to convert.
We got one shot left here.
And that's going to do it for this first quarter of play. And it's been all Hoosac Valley here in this Class D final. The score after one, it's Hoosac Valley 18 and Munson nothing, and they're pitching a shutout here. And pretty much what we said, Rick, this young Munson team has to be able to handle the defense of Hoosac Valley.
I can see it now. They do have one incredible senior player, but they have a very, very young program. And when you're starting 3 freshmen and a sophomore with that one senior, you can see the physicality and the inexperience. You can flip the table and say that Coach Fredericks also got 9th graders playing too, but they play with so smart. They see the court. They know the program. They bought into the program. They've worked hard on their skill. Every once in a while you'll get players like Trevor Moynihan's like that, or Bond was like that. They played well beyond their years, and the Hoosac 9th and 10th graders are absolutely exceeding expectations by a lot of folks around here. They look so much to the 2 seniors this year, and very, very early in the season they started getting contributions from up and down. So Coach Frederick had nothing to worry about with this program. They're almost seasoned veterans now, and quite frankly, some of the younger kids.
All right, so Coach Frederick sends his starting lineup out here to start this second quarter. And now, that's a ball tipped away there. Nice play by Wilson. And there's an unselfish look ahead. And there's a foul there on the play. Emma Meswar on the floor.
Well, that pass to Meswar found herself right under the basket, Tim, where she didn't have a shot. So the first thing that came into her mind, I'm going to feed my teammate. And it didn't work out, but they still retained possession.
Good point there, Rick.
Just talk about unselfishness.
Right.
They want the W. They don't care about anything else.
And there's Wilson. This is the 3 ball.
Nice look.
Good look ahead. And score it there for Little Ellis, a sophomore. And Munson on the board here, 18-2. And again, down the lane, they let it go. And here comes Munson with numbers. Churzin right to the basket.
Good second effort. She's going to get a third effort here. Can't get it to go. 3 shots by Churzin. Couldn't get it to go.
Couldn't get it. And up ahead.
Oh, stolen by Shea.
Oh, what a heads-up play there by Reagan Shea on the steal. Great hustle there by Shea. And there's
Knocking
a 3
down
ball
a 3.
there.
Nice shot.
Yep.
Kaylee Zielinski, a 9th grader, knocks down a 3.
And it's 20-5 here. And there's the Jets. And that's kind of there all day long, Rick.
It is.
And another steal.
It's a tie-up, but they didn't call. Away with it comes Munson.
No look pass there.
We're going to get Hannah Lord in the ball game, I think, Tim.
Yep.
At the 5:59 mark of the second quarter, the first substitution by Hoosac Valley.
There's
Meswar goes.
Meswar right there.
She's going after it.
Here comes Cherzen. Oh, she just can't get it to
Oh,
go
she's getting
today.
some good looks, Tim. She hasn't gotten him to fall at all.
Drops it down.
Oh, this is
And
steal.
pass stolen there.
Got a one-on-one here. Nice
score
land.
there.
Nice land by Grace Berry.
Yep, great take to the basket there by Berry. Just a freshman. 22-7 now. Munson's starting to get on track here in this second quarter.
Yeah, Cherson can knock down a couple of threes. You start thinking about maybe a timeout. Nice reverse dribble there. They got a 2-on-1 for a second.
And a great defensive play.
That was incredible by Hannah Lord.
Coming
Tim.
by Hannah Lord.
Yeah. It was almost like you knew she was coming. You could hear her footsteps.
Right, she stayed right with it.
Just to block the ball out of bounds would have been one thing, but they actually got possession. It was
Right.
off of Munson.
Lord thinking about it there.
Yeah, Coach Frederick was yelling to Hannah Lord. That wasn't there.
4:43 to go in this first half. It's Hoosac Valley.
Oh,
with a
beautiful
22-7.
feed.
Oh, that is.
Assist for Meswar in the basket for Ashland.
Ashland Shore.
She's got 6.
Oh, boy, they had it. There's Cherzen. She's going to go to the line. Nice foul up there. And she's fouled.
Tim,
Yeah.
I was out on the floor when they were doing stretching well before the game, and a couple of their players are really, really tall. And Cherzen's, she's got to be 6'1". She's much taller than I am.
Yes. And she has great form, great shooting form. Just hasn't been able to get it to go here.
That is her first point at
Yeah.
the 4:26 mark of the second quarter. 1 out of 2.
And here comes Wilson. To LaShore.
Stole
Ball
it.
lost. And the crossover. That's a nice move.
Just couldn't
Everything
get it
but
to go.
And
They got a
there
tie
is.
up. It's going to be Hoosac ball.
And there's Emma Meswar
They can't
right
catch
there.
a break.
No,
that
they
was Emma
can't.
Meswar all the way. Yeah. That was a nice stop and step back. They just couldn't get it to go. Double team.
Oh,
And there's a
that's crossed
turnover.
all
Very,
over.
very atypical.
Yes. So the ball will go over to the Mustangs, and they trail here
Turn it over on a
24-8.
I'm sorry, Tim. Turning it over on a bounce pass is one thing, but an ill-advised pass is another. That's first mistake they made.
And here comes Hoosac Valley now.
Cherson boxed out there. For sure, all left hand.
Oh, look at that
Beautiful
pass
feed.
to LaJess.
That usually goes 90% of the time.
Yep. LaJess on the floor.
There's Meswar.
There's Cesar.
And she had possession. They call timeout. Boy, I'll tell you.
You know, her energy, Rick, we've commented on this several times
Yeah.
over the course of the year. She just plays relentlessly. It's very, very great
Yeah,
motor.
They're gonna miss
Yeah.
that style at the end of the season. That's
Yeah.
for sure. She's brought a lot of joy to that program over a 4-year period.
Got quite a motor, that's for sure.
So we're at 24-8.
Yeah, we are here with about 3 minutes to go here in this first half. It's really been all Hoosac Valley. Come out of the gate. And person we haven't seen here yet for Hoosac Valley, Rick, Jenna Wittick, 8th grader.
Yeah, it's close. It's coming.
Right.
I think you're going to see a lot of her in the second half, Tim, to be honest with you. we discussed the power rankings, and it's very, very difficult for us to understand, much less tell our viewers how it all works with the MIAA. But you would say to yourself, I don't understand. We won 3 ball games in a week, and we went from number 1 to number 2, and Hopedale took over. And it's based on whoever Hopedale beat. Right. So it isn't based on record. Hoosac's very worthy of number 1 and had that slot for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, they'll put all the numbers into the computer, and out the rankings will be spit out.
Then starting early next week, we'll start the preliminary round, boys and girls.
Sure.
Nice block by Churzin. She gets it back.
And Shea. Oh, nice play there. Nice take to the basket there by Zielinski.
Yeah.
She's the leading scorer for Munson. She's got 5. 24-10 now. 2:52 to go here in this first half. Munson's really played much better once they got their offense untracked a little bit.
Yeah. Had a hard time with the pressure and maybe some jitters. And they're going to have the jitters where Hoosac Valley isn't going to have them. They've been here so many times in the past. These girls have played in big ball games. They played in state finals.
And they're going to call a travel on LeJet.
This may not be the Curry Hicks cage, Tim, as I was alluded to earlier, but it's a nice place to play basketball.
Yes, it is.
I'm glad we're here today for both these games.
Nice facility here.
Stolen by Meswar.
She anticipated that so well. Fires it up. And
she gets the roll!
Well, she deserved it. She did a lot of work there.
She's got 9 here in the first half.
Yep. Munson step back. Goes!
That's Zielinski again.
That's her second trade.
Yeah. She's got 8.
26-13. And the up and under by LeSure doesn't go.
Laying is
and
good.
Score it.
She finally made one and got an and one on it.
Yes, she did.
And it got the Munson fans up on their feet a little bit here.
And that's her first bucket of this ball game with 1:44 to go here in this first half. So Churzin goes to the line to attempt to complete a three-point play, and Munson is really crawling back in here. They've outscored Hoosac Valley in his second quarter. So it's 26-16, Hoosac Valley here. Ball almost stolen away.
Shea double teamed over there. Stolen.
And pass back door pass. Is that three-pointer?
It's a two. They're going to give him 2. Give her 2. She's in double figures already, all here in the second quarter, Tim.
Yes. An impressive freshman there, 26-18.
Just a little over a minute left.
There comes Churzin.
Lays it in.
(26-20). They have cut an 18-point Hoosac Valley lead down to 6 here in this second quarter. They are coming on.
We got a blocking foul.
And they're going to call a foul
it's gonna
there.
be on Graves Harrison.
41 seconds to go.
Another 9th grader. Each team with 2 team fouls here in the second quarter, so nowhere near. Nice look.
And score it. Nice inbound
That
pass.
kind of stopped the bleeding a little bit.
A call foul against Shea. No, that's against LaJess, I believe.
Here's their second.
That's her second. With 32 seconds to go here in this first half. It's an 8-point Hoosac Valley lead. But they were in big control here at the end of the first quarter. They had an 18-0 lead. But Munson has come on strong here in this second quarter. Thanks to this young lady right there.
Fighting for a rebound. Taken away by LaJess.
Here comes Hoosac Valley. Shea steps back, doesn't go. And the buzzer!
Yeah!
It goes! Three-pointer by Jersen at the buzzer. And Munson has crawled right back into this ball game here.
I'm a little bit shocked, Tim. It was so totally dominating that we were kind of looking for, when will we get a couple of substitutes in there just to give some of the kids a rest.
Right.
Not based upon the way the game was being played or the score, but Hannah Lord did go in for a few seconds. Everybody else played the whole first half, I believe. And considering it was 18-0 after one,
Right.
Hoosac Valley with total dominance, you got to say there's almost dominance by Munson in the second quarter.
They outscored Hoosac Valley in this second quarter 23-10 to cut that lead down to 5 points. They made some three-pointers. They got 2 3-pointers from Kelly Zielinski and one from Cherson, who's starting to come on now. And they've got themselves right back into this Class D Western Mass championship ball game. So they trail by 3. The score here at halftime, it's Hoosac Valley 28 and the Munson Mustangs 23. We're going to step away for a minute. We'll be back to recap first half action and bring you all the action here in the second half of this championship contest. Stay tuned. And we're back here at halftime at Westfield High School in the Class D Girls Western Mass Championship game. The score at halftime, Hoosac Valley 28 and Munson 23. It's really a tale of 2 quarters. And, Rick, give us the rundown on the first half stats.
Well, Tim, considering it was Hoosac Valley 18-0 after one, and it's now 28-23 at the half, we got plenty to report for the Munson girls. They already have a player in double figures. That's freshman Kelly Lazinski with 10. She's got 2 threes and a couple of 2-point field goals. 9 points for their top scorer, Olivia Cherson, who struggled early, had a couple of shots blocked and several that just rimmed in and out. But she got it going also in the second quarter. She's got 9. And a bucket apiece from Lydia Ellis and Grace Berry. For Hoosac Valley, Emma Meswar with 9. Genevieve Legesse with 8. Ashlyn LaSure 6 and Reagan Shea 5. So those are their 4 top scorers in most games this year, and they're all headed for double figures in this game.
Yeah, it was really a tale, as I said, 2 quarters. Hoosac Valley jumped all over the Mustangs coming out of the opening tip, and they got out to an 18-0 lead after 1 quarter. But I'll tell you, credit to Munson. They got their offense squared around, able to handle that pressure a little bit better, had some open looks, and they caught fire there in that second quarter, outscoring Hoosac Valley 23-10 to make this really a ball game. And
yeah, it is at this point. Both units going to put their starters out.
Right, and Munson's going to have the first possession here out of the halftime break and see what they can do. But it's a ball game here, 28-23.
Tim,
Valley.
I'm sorry. If I'm not mistaken, only 1 substitution for Coach Frederick, even in the second quarter.
That's right. You put Lord in there for a little bit. Yeah. And right down the lane. Cherson scores it. Yeah, right like that. Munson, she is a handful.
That 18 lead has dwindled down to 3 now.
And they're looking there.
Nice bounce pass.
Inside.
Blocked.
No ball blocked on the floor, and it's going to go.
Yeah, she's going to get possession for her team, Tim, on that hustle.
And there's the inbounds here. Wilson backs it out for Hoosac Valley. Mesler's got a clean look. Can't get it to go. Oh, ball saved there. Wilson, step back. Doesn't go. And it's going to stay with Hoosac Valley. They are working hard on these boards here.
Yeah, a couple of Mustangs, unfortunately, fighting for the ball together, and it goes off one of them.
Oh, nice pass there. Blocked by Cherson. She's a force in there. Tall girl.
Yeah, she's athletic. She's very, very tall and lanky.
Shea, step back three. And there's to clean it up. No good. Couple opportunities. Here comes
Ellis,
Munson.
stolen away.
And Meswar ahead to LaShore. Going to take it all the way to the basket, and she's going to go to the line. Very good at drawing contact, Rick.
Yeah, she always has been.
Yeah, she doesn't go away from the basket. She'll go right to the basket into the contact. So
This will be Ashland's first 2 free throws of the day.
She gets the first. She'll have one more here, making a 4-point Hoosac Valley lead, 29-25. She gets them both, so it's a 5-point Hoosac Valley lead now. And here comes Munson. Zielinski, that pass stolen away by LaSure. She's got a chance to go coast to coast, and she will.
Four quick points here.
Yeah,
There's
and another steal. LaSure down the lane. Doesn't get it to go, and she's going back to the line. And just like that, Rick.
Boy, things can turn quickly.
Right, Munson had gotten right into the game to cut that lead to 3, and LaSure with a couple foul shots, a basket, and back to the line here again, the senior, with 6:29 to go here in this third quarter. And she's perfect from the foul line right now, 3 for 3.
Got them both again.
4 for 4 from the line. It's 34-25. Who is it? Is it showing that pressure? And they're going to tie it up. The possession arrow stays with Munson. That's a useful mistake there, Rick, as they get trapped on the sideline.
Yeah. Happens even to seasoned veterans, Tim. Hoosac has a knack to do that. But, yeah, it is a problem with some of the younger kids. Cherson trying to go one-on-one here.
Against Sophie. Oh, there's another steal by LaShore. She's going to take it coast to coast.
And scores again.
And
She's got all 8 points in the third quarter, Tim. Taking control here.
Right, taking over here,
Yep.
the senior. With 6:02 to go here in this third quarter, it is Hoosac Valley now with the 11-point lead, 36-25. And Munson had it down to 3, Rick, and then Hoosac Valley has answered 8 unanswered points.
It's almost like a light went off. They just turned it right back on again. But it starts with the pressure.
Yeah. And if you want to catch up on all the high school basketball action in Berkshire County, you want to join us each week for High School Basketball Weekly right here on Channel 1302. Yours truly along with Rick Bua. Games shown every Thursday night at 7:30. We broadcast Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and then Sunday evening at 7. And following High School Basketball Weekly each week is our high school game of the week. So High School Basketball Weekly, Channel 1302.
And, of course, we're looking ahead, Tim, to we never make commitments right away. I don't know about the first round, but definitely looking at some second and hopefully third round games. We're going to some of the teams that we cover are going to have some home games coming up in the MIAAs, and we're going to look forward to doing some of those ball games.
And if we can be there, we will be there. Okay, here comes Munson now. They've got to try to stem this. And there's going to be a foul there out front. And Meswar down. She took a blow to the face. Well, they're going it's going to be a backcourt violation against Munson. And Meswar is shaken up, but She's getting up, boy. She is.
That floor's not getting any softer for any of these kids.
she's a tough young lady.
Trying to make sure her teeth are still intact.
Yeah, a tough young lady.
Yep.
Two seniors out there now, Meswar and LaSure. $5:49 to go here in the third quarter. Hoosac Valley now on an 8-0 run. They've got the 11-point lead.
Beautiful feed.
And almost a 3-point lead. Nice pass there. And LeJess will go to the line and shoot a pair for Hoosac. Great passing here. We don't talk about it enough, Rick. Hoosac Valley is a very good passing team.
They're an incredibly good passing team, and Genevieve has scored the majority of her points on good feeds like that and putting it off the glass.
Yeah, very good passing team. LaSure, Meswar, they are excellent passers. Shea as well.
The Hurricanes are 8 for 8 from the line tonight.
Yeah, perfect from the foul line. Good point, Rick. And it's 38-25. Again, that pressure has been stepped up, and Hoosac Valley has really taken control here.
They seem to figure it out a little bit in the second quarter and got through it a lot easier than now. And this looks like a reproduction of the first quarter all over again.
Right. Hoosac Valley. There's a step back. Doesn't go. Oh, good effort there by Shea to Meswar to keep that ball alive.
Wow, Meswar to LaSure.
Actually, it was Reagan Shea.
Oh, Reagan Shea would score.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a three-pointer. And she finally breaks that run by Hoosac Valley as they were on a 12-0 run, but Scherzen with the three-pointer. 40-28, Hoosac Valley. Sure. Meswar steps back. Doesn't get it to go. Ball inside. And it almost goes again. Good work in there by Shea and LaSure as Hoosac Valley is battling hard on the boards.
Yeah, that's another reason, Tim, why they're so tough. When they get an open look and they don't make it, the chances are it's a 50-50 shot of them getting an offensive rebound, and they've been doing it. For a lot of teams, it's always 1 and out. For the Hurricanes, that never happens.
And LaSure now 5 for 5 from the line. Hoosac Valley perfect from the line as a team, Rick. And there's the first miss as right on cue.
Getting the ball back, though, is Meswar to LaSure.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, boy.
We're just to the left side of the paint, we're going to have to call it LeJess Lane because she lives there. And until somebody could figure out how to stop her from getting the ball. And she's a good free throw shooter, Tim. And I jinxed her again.
Right.
My money's on her making the second.
Well, your money's good, Rick. She gets 1 of 2. It's 42-28 now. Hoosac Valley, that step back. Good. Boy, she's got a beautiful shot.
Can't leave her open.
Kaylee Zielinski, that's her third three-pointer of the game, and that's a big bucket for Munson.
LaSure.
Reagan Shea, step back. Oh, that's a beautiful looking shot for Shea. And she's got 9 points now on the feed from LaSure. And it's a double dribble.
That's just an experience a little bit, Tim.
And LaSure causing a lot of havoc out front on that zone press. (44-31). We approach the 4-minute mark of this third quarter. And there it is. There's LeJess.
You can't stop it, or you got to find a way to stop it. But
right.
Nobody has yet. I haven't covered a game where they've been able to stop that play.
And Hoosac Valley going to run that one out. Here comes Shea. They got some numbers. Again to LeJess. Nothing there. And Shea on the foul with Chersin, so she's going to go to the line.
She surely wanted that and one. Back.
Yes, yes. That's a third foul on Shea.
Yeah, we're going to get Gianna Whittick in the ball game
Right.
coming up.
With 3:41 to go. And Chersin, 13 points. Reagan Shea steps out to take a seat on the bench here with 3 fouls. Gianna Whittick comes in, the 8th grader for the Hurricanes.
1 out of 2 for Chersin.
And there she is. LaShore.
All the way to the hoop, just a little hard off the glass.
Oh, there is Wilson, doesn't go. And the ball's going to get thrown away.
Yeah. That one I'd call unforced.
Right. 3:20 to go here. 46-32, Hoosac Valley with a 14-point lead. There's Meswar, works her way down the lane. That pass is stolen, and here comes Munson. They got the breakout. Oh, great hustle.
Meswar got back.
Oh,
my goodness.
Great effort there by Emma Meswar to disrupt that shot. Yeah. Meswar, sure now going to set this Hoosac offense.
Stop and pop.
Sure, that doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul on a rebounding action. It's going to go against LaJess.
It's her third, but only the team's second here in the third quarter.
Yep. Well, Gianna Whittick going to step down for a minute here. And they got action here in that tight. And they're going to call a travel. Great trap out front there.
Yeah, Isabella close alongside of LaShore.
Right, close into the lineup now for Hoosac Valley. Her and LaShore with a good trap there in the backcourt. And LaShore, that ball knocked away over to Munson. And stolen right back by Meswar. The up and under doesn't go. It'll stay with Hoosac Valley on the block.
14-point lead here.
Hoosac Valley inbounds here. Sure thought about it for a minute. Down the lane. Score it.
Smart enough to know that she had the lane and she took it.
Yep. And there's Zielinski. Boy, that's the first shot it seems like she's missed in a while.
Nice move, won't go for Chersin. She gets it back, though. There's that three.
And
good hustle there by...
Yeah, great hustle there by Munson. Number 20, Lily Ellis, a sophomore. She did a great job keeping that ball alive. And they're going to have a substitution coming in for Hoosac Valley. It's going to be Hannah Lord going to come in for Genevieve LaJess. Sophie Wilson covering Chersin. That's quite a matchup. Freshman and the high-scoring senior.
Good offensive rebound there by Ellis. Good defense by LaShore, too.
Yeah.
She's on the shooter. They got a fresh shot clock, so there's no issue there.
Wilson against Chersin. Ball stolen away
by Lord.
By Lord. from the backside. Good defense there by Lord. Meswar up and under. Doesn't go. Oh, and
good hard work
right
there by
there.
Isabella Close.
Yep, right there. And she's going to go to the line. And, boy, she earned it. With 54 seconds to go here in this third quarter. And she drains it.
Sophomore.
Isabella Close, her first points. And Rick, she's just a sophomore.
Another bright and shining star on that team. Even though it's 1 out of 2 tips, you get a nice rotation on his shot.
Yeah, looks good there.
52 seconds left.
That's a third team foul on Hoosac Valley. Munson has 5, so with 52 seconds, every Munson foul, Hoosac Valley go to the line and shoot a pair. And there's Zielinski. Oh, gets away. And she's going to be fouled, I think, on the
She's gonna get
three-pointer.
three.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice young ball player for Munson. Kaylee Zielinski, a freshman. She's got 10 points.
It's her first trip to the line.
Right. You can just see great shooting form for this freshman. Bright future for her.
Two out of 2, and so far, nothing but net.
Right. Big foul shots for Munson. And she missed the third. 1 of 3, so it's 49-34 with 42 seconds to go. And here comes Meswar into the front court. And LaSure trying to get away. She's going to go to the line there. It's a lot of contact out front.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Zielinski.
Yeah, not a good foul there. So far away from the basket.
I'm sorry, it's on Ellis. Seven out of 8, Tim.
Yeah, I've got her with 19 points unofficially. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover. Going to go back to Hoosac Valley with a 17-point lead, 51-34 with 28 seconds to go here in this third quarter. They've broken it open. And LaSure backs it out. And Wilson doesn't get it to go. Oh, nice play up and down the court, but couldn't convert. And that's going to put Meswar on the line with 3.7 seconds to go. That's really an ill-advised foul there. A little bit out of frustration, perhaps.
Again, another incredible free throw shooter.
She's perfect from the foul line this afternoon, I believe.
Four out of 4, Tim.
Yep, rolls it in. And she's got 11 points. And I'm going to call a travel with .01 seconds. So
Who's really, 15 out of 18 from the line?
Right. Yeah, that's a big part of this game, Rick. They've done a great job from the foul line. They've been to the foul line a lot today as they press the action.
As soon as the ball's touched, the alarm's going to go off.
And that's it. And they've completed 3 quarters of play here at Westfield High School in the Class D Western Mass Championship. The score, Hoosac Valley 53, the Munson Mustangs 34, and a big, big third quarter for Hoosac Valley.
Yeah, it kind of resembled the first quarter a lot. Whatever Coach Frederick had to say to the kids at halftime certainly sunk in. It certainly was an effort, but the defensive pressure wasn't as intense, I don't think, in the second quarter, which allowed Granby to get some half-court looks, and they knocked down some shots. And once they did, they just kept it coming. And, of course, that three-pointer at the buzzer certainly by Cherson really helped them out. But as good teams do, and as defending champs do, three-time defending Class D champs and defending state champs do, they come back and they give it all they have, and they certainly did. And they total dominance of the third quarter.
Well, Rick, of course, the score at halftime was Hoosac Valley by 5, 28-23. Munson made the first basket out of the halftime to cut it down to 3. And then Hoosac Valley went on a 12-0 run. And that's been the story here of this game.
Yeah, they just took over from there. It's 25-11 in the third quarter, Hoosac Valley.
And Hoosac Valley has the ball first out of the quarter break. And they've got the big 19-point lead, 53-34. And there's a turnover.
I don't care how tall you were, you weren't going to catch that one.
No way. Yeah, ball's off Zielinski's knee. Good defense there by LeSure. She's caused a lot of problems here in the second half, Rick.
Great defensive effort. Well, you know what makes Munson a decent ball club is the fact that they play in that suburban. It just is
right.
It's such a hard, tough
Such
league.
a difficult league, exactly.
Nice feed down, blocked.
And there's Cherson.
Stop, pop.
And there's a shot. Great form there by Cherson. You can see why she is such a. And there's a steal. And a timeout by Munson.
Yeah, it's good job by the coach.
Right.
Got a steal, saw her young guard in trouble, decided to call timeout.
53-36, Hoosac Valley here. And coming up right after this one, Rick, we've got the boys Class C championship game with Drury Blue Devils, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 1 seed, Granby Rams. That should be a great one. They played last year and in the tournament, and Granby had the better of it in that one. So,
well, the kids that played for Coach Rossett last year are going to remember that, and they're going
right.
to try to redeem themselves today and come away with another Western Mass title, as they did a couple of years ago
right.
when they came away with the Class C at Greenfield.
And that's the second of 4 games here.
I guess it's been said many times, and over the last few years, a lot of folks still very much miss the Western Mass, the old-fashioned tournament. But considering the MIA has changed the format and we're in the 4th year, again, this is a very good place to play basketball. Also, game today, Tim, I think at the Boys Club in Pittsfield.
Right.
Maybe just that one.
7 o'clock, Pittsfield and Monument. That should be a dandy.
Nice look underneath, blocked away.
And LeSure comes away with it. And fouled in the backcourt. A lot of contact.
Munson foul on 20, Lilia Ellis. Her 4th, team's first in the quarter.
Olivia Ellis with the foul. She's got 4 now. That's the first team foul for Munson here in this 4th quarter. They trail by 17. Got a lot of work to do.
Good pass there.
There's Sophie Wilson. Doesn't get that to go. Good look, though.
LeSure shot's no good.
And here comes Cherson. Nice rebound there by the senior. Step back. And count at the bank is open. 53-39. That's a big bucket for Munson here with 6:20 to go in this ball game. LaShore up and under. Score it.
That's a patented Ashley LaShore drive to the hoop.
The ball tipped. Hoosac Valley. LaShore going to take her time here. They got the lead by 16, so here's Meswar. Step back, goes! The two seniors.
Those kids have at that open three, but if that lane is open, they take it. They go in a couple steps, make their shot a little bit easier. They'll give up the three for the good two shot.
And Scherzen comes out of there with the rebound.
Shot's partially blocked.
Yep, partially blocked. And he'll adjust with the rebound. Cross court. Here comes Hoosac Valley. LaShore all the way down the lane. Doesn't go. Well, there's Meswar with the effort.
Good hustle there by Ellis.
Back rim doesn't go. And Meswar, she's had a ton of rebounds for Hoosac Valley. She's pushing the action. She's not slowing it down. Score it, coast to coast.
Nobody got in her way. She took it. You can tell just the younger kids, they're really looking to pass to really two players on the Munson team, Tim, and that's Zielinski and Scherzen, and you can see why.
Right. Scherzen down the lane, going to go to the line.
You know, she's a good ball player, Tim.
Yes, she is.
She's a very good ball player. Make no mistake about it.
Hurricanes foul on 21, Reagan Shea. Her fourth, team's first. Olivia Chazi, number 11, at the line for the Mustangs, 2 shots.
Scherzen. With the foul shot.
Only 4.5 left in this one. As she knocks them down both. Shea drains it.
Absolutely. Shea with the basket. Another hoop for her. I've got her unofficially 11 points, but she's played a nice ball game.
Four top scorers have not disappointed today, Tim. It's a good shot, just wouldn't go.
And Shea comes out of there.
Hoosac Valley, their passes are so crisp, and the kids, they can dribble with both hands. They use both hands well. No one gets the ball and is looking to pass. They're looking to score. They're looking to.
That's war for three. And that's the icing on the cake, I believe, in this one, Rick.
Absolutely, Tim. No question about it. If there was any time in doubt.
Hoosac Valley leads at 64-41 with 3:20 to go in this ball game. They are going to win their 4th Western Mass title. And a turnover is going to go over.
Four years in Class D, 4 championships.
Absolutely. They've been played it well. Yeah, Marin Capiello, senior, coming in for Reagan Shea. Marin's had some injury issues for her, so it's nice to see her into the ball game, right?
Yeah, she played the last time we were down in Cheshire, Tim, and she wasn't out there very long and had to come out just because of the injury again.
Yeah, so Shore gets the bucket. Step back, doesn't go. And Hoosac Valley inbound the ball.
Coach Frederick will now one by one start taking some of his players out. I'm assuming the seniors will be the last ones.
And there's
nice cut.
to Capiello. Doesn't go. And here comes Cherzan, wheeling it out of there. The talented senior.
Nice move. Just couldn't get to go, though. Adjust with it. 2 more for the shore.
Yeah. Nice look ahead there by Genevieve Legesse. 2:15 to go in this ball game. And it's all Hoosac Valley here in this second half. They really
look
control.
underneath. And they're having to pull it down. I'm assuming the very first goal for Hoosac Valley was to win their conference, which they only finished 1 game behind, and they did split with South Hadley. So
Right.
if it wasn't for the upset victory or loss down at Wacona,
Right.
that would have been number 1. Number 2 would have been this. And of course, the granddaddy of them all coming up would be the state tournament.
Yeah, and the brackets are out. We're going to go over those. We have a chance here, some interesting developments on that, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. And there's Whittick here, the 8th grader, running the point here for Hoosac Valley. Capiello, step back, doesn't go. The senior on the end line, so it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley with 1:30 to go, and getting well in hand for
Milano Luciano entering the game. MMS War will take a seat.
MMS War.
You get a 1-2 punch like that. It's with her and LaShore. What an incredible 1-2 punch it is.
It is. And there's Capiello. Doesn't go.
They wanted Marin to score in the worst way. She's had three decent looks, just couldn't get one to fall yet.
That's right. And Ashley LaShore are going to sit down here. So Ashley LaShore is going to sit down. I think she was the top scorer for Hoosac Valley, Rick. I know you're.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no doubt about it. We'll have those totals for you coming right up.
Doesn't go. And Capiello is fouled in the back. And minute to go here in this one. Hoosac Valley with 27-point lead, 68-41. Lord out front for Hoosac Valley here. And a turnover goes over to Munson. "35 seconds to go in this game. Hoosac Valley will win their 4th consecutive Western Mass Championship here in Class D. Step back 3 doesn't go. And Whittick on the rebound, sticks her head in there, and here she comes, the 8th grader.
Just probably burned some clock here, Tim.
Yeah. And that's going to do it. Here at Westfield, the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes have won their 4th Western Mass title in a row. The final score here, Rick, Hoosac Valley 68, And Munson, 41. And really a tale of runs and streaks in this one, Rick.
Yeah, it was a total dominance for the Hurricanes at the very beginning. They led 18-0 at the end of one. But once Munson got their offense rolling and got a little bit of confidence, broke some pressure, they did come back a little bit, quite a bit, quite frankly. And we're only trailing 28-23 at the half. As you said, Tim, the very first bucket was by Chersin in the second quarter to cut it to 3, and then it was total dominance for the Hurricanes. And before they do the presentation, I do have the scoring for Munson. They were led by Chersin, their senior. She finished her career with 22 points. Callie Zielinski, the freshman, had 15. They were the two girls from Munson in double figures. And only a hoop apiece from Lydia Ellis and Grace Berry. For the Hurricanes, they were led by Ashlyn Shore, 25 points for Ashlyn, 18 for Emma Meswar, 13 for Genevieve Legesse, and Reagan Shea with 11. There's 4 top scorers in doubles. And the only other player to score was Isabella Close with a free throw in the second half.
Yeah, and again, Rick, we're going to have the trophy presentation here out on the court. And Munson, the runner-up in Class D. And as you said, Rick, they play in that tough conference with Hoosac Valley, South Hadley, Wacona.
It's very tough. And don't forget, Taconic a little down this year and Amherst down a little bit this year, but with both good programs over the years.
And you can see Olivia Chersin out there accepting the second-place trophy here for Munson. And, boy, you can see why she averages better than 20 points a ball game for this Munson squad. She is talented.
Class D championship trophy with Coach Flip Hickens. Team representatives, please come forward.
And there they are, the Class D champions for the 4th year in a row. And Hoosac Valley on the floor there with the championship trophy in the team. And they're getting some pictures. Well deserved here for Hoosac Valley. They've had a great season. They now have a record of 18-3. And they've been on a run, and now the MIAA state tournament awaits and a chance to defend their state championship.
That program is very accustomed to having these photos taken. They expect it, but they work all year for it, Tim. It isn't just from the Monday after Thanksgiving tryouts. It's these kids play together. They play organized ball with AAU. They always. Very, very seldom. And they're 2 or 3 sport athletes, almost every one of them. But they never put a basketball down for long, and that's what you have to have in a program.
They don't. And you want to stand by here. We're going to step away for a moment. We've got a break here between this championship game and the one coming up next in Class C for the boys. Western Mass title between the Granby Rams and the Drury Blue Devils, and we're going to cover that game next. But we're going to step away for a moment and hopefully have some post-game interviews with some of the Hurricanes. So stand by. We're down here on the floor with the 3 seniors for the Lady Hurricanes, Marin Capiello, Ashley Shore, Emma Meswar. I guess the question, ladies, for the day is, does this ever get old?
No, definitely not.
You are now the 4-time defending Western Mass Class D champions. You get a chance to defend the state championship. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but let's talk about this game coming in here. This is kind of a game of runs. You had Munson on the ropes early, but to their credit, they came storming back in that second quarter and kind of took the energy over in that second quarter.
Yeah, I think Charzan really wanted that. Like, she really wanted that win, and I think for the last 4 years she's been going just as strong as the rest of us.
Right.
And to see her grow up with us has been kind of cool. And then she had a really good run, but I think we came back. We lost our heads a little bit, and then we found it. We got our energy back.
Well, let me ask this, Marin. You've been a part of Fort obviously you suffered an injury, but you were on the floor. You got a chance to play in this one at the end of the game. How did it feel?
Felt really good. I'm playing with everyone.
Ashlyn, one of the things that we talked about during the game, one of the things this team does not get a lot of credit for, you guys are an outstanding passing team. Outstanding. You had a number of assists. We were telling you it was really one of the highest assist ratios we've seen.
We definitely see the floor very well, all of us. And I think me personally, just like growing up, being the point guard I have been always, it's just coming naturally to me.
Now, ladies, while you were playing the game, the brackets came out. All right, you are the number 2 seed in Division 5, which is a great seed for you guys, a great accomplishment on the season. We thought you might slip into the number 1 seed, but a familiar team you guys are with, Hopedale, is at number 1, but it's a great seed for you guys. You guys will be home all the way until the Final Four. What do you think about that?
It's really cool. I think we're just so comfortable in our home court, and apparently this one, we always play good at this court too. But to play our home court, have our fans come, it's really cool.
Ashlyn, we talked to some of the fans from Munson talking about today's game, and even though you guys had the better of the second half, the fans from Munson were very, very happy with the effort of their team. They thought that young team played really well, and they attributed it to the fact, you say, hey, we're playing Hoosac Valley, you know, and they were very, very happy with their effort.
We honestly have the target on our backs. After winning the state championship, being the number 1 seed almost the whole season, but now that we're down to number 2, we don't have that as much on our back, but they played really aggressive, and they came out really good.
And Maren, we know you suffered an injury here later in the season. What's the prognosis going forward in the state tournament? Going to be any better for you, or are we going to be able to see more action? Well, that's optimism. Ladies, thank you very much. Congratulations on another Western Mass title. We'll be seeing you down the road in the state tournament. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.